compromised between a
Compromise.
powerful compromise between a powerful matriarch culture that existed in India before the Aryans migrated 2000, I mean 2500 BCE, and the male dominated society of the Aryans, the mother
Stop right
goddess.
there.
Okay,
Who are the Aryans?
the Aryans are the people from the blonde hair, blue eyed people.
No.
Go ahead.
Type them in. They're gonna show you some people in India.
Okay, I got you. Oh yeah, I know. I know who the Aryans is now. It just came to me.
Go to
They
images.
are Hindu. They are Hindu people, or people in India. All right.
Scroll down till you get an actual photograph of what they look like in modern times.
Okay, I got you. Right here. That's what they look
Yep.
like right here.
Yep. Do them look like Europeans?
Nah, nah.
So
They
why we
they
call
can.
them Aryans? These Enlil's children from his earthborn wife. The people that whose throne they took was Enki's children. Take out Aryan and put in Dravidian.
All right, I got you. He got some better pictures of what they look like.
You can look at some more. We can look at a couple more because we want them to get an understanding of what we're talking about. Because I'm trying to make this shit clear.
They kind of look like the $5 Indians a little bit.
Remember, I told you that one of the people that they went to war with was Hindus.
Yeah,
That's exactly what you're
it's
looking at.
this the one that I. This the kind that I was talking about when I said Aryans. When I was thinking about the Aryans, these are the ones I look kind of thinking about.
They
This.
actually now type before we go to Dravidians, type in the royal family of India.
All right. Oh yeah, that's
These
what
are
they are,
your
right?
Aryans. Yep, these are your Aryan race. These are the children of Enlil that was put on top of the caste system. That's why they can't be removed from power. The caste system is the scroll of government. They use racism over here. Now watch what they do over there. Type in the Dravidians of India.
They spell that word of Dravidian. D A.
Dravidian.
I got it. Of India, right?
Yep.
Hold on,
Put people behind Dravidian.
that's what I was thinking. Is it? Can you see that, Rod?
Drastic difference in skin tone, but keep scrolling and make the ones.
Yeah, right here,
Those
right
are
here.
in the middle. That
Scroll.
class was in the middle.
Okay. Here we go. Right here. This might be a good one. Right here. Okay.
That's
In the
not
middle.
them. Those are Aryans.
Oh,
Dravidians,
okay.
Dravidians is they look like us. They got afros.
Okay. All right. Hold up, then. Hold up, Rod.
It's Dravidian. Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
Okay, take of India out and just leave people be in there.
Okay, I got you. Dravidian people. And that pulls up some kind of castle.
Okay, put of India behind that.
Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. I got you. They look dark with afros. Hold up, I got you. Were they tall people?
They look like the Jackson 5 when you find them.
Yeah. Hold on. What about these people?
If you click that picture, it might open up the page with them on there. Yep, there they go.
The fuzzy wuzzy looking dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. Like him, right? Like him. Bro.
Scroll down. They literally got big nose and afros. They not showing them for some reason. They ain't coming up.
Yeah, I know exactly what you talking about though. What they look like. They look like the fuzzy.
Okay,
wuzzy.
type in the untouchables of India.
Right here. Hey, like this dude right here in the corner.
Right here. That's it. That's what they look like.
Yeah, like him.
They also call them the untouchables. India's untouchables.
Yeah, untouchables.
Now we getting somewhere.
Yeah, I think we might be right on here. They go right here, Rod. I think that's them right there.
Yeah, that's them.
Right there. That's exactly what they look like right there. The fuzzy
now they are the ones who is supposed to be in the palaces of India. Just like we ain't in the palaces in America, run out of finance. Now we have to be able to protect the people using the National Guard because the police is policy enforcers. The copper tops.
Right.
We forgot why we called them cops. The copper tops, because they wore those copper badges that identified them as hostile forces on the land. We began to believe they was the legal jurisdiction of law enforcement. They wasn't. The tribes was. It's all tribal land. But they tricked us into thinking that it was something else. They ran a Ponzi scheme on us, and now it's collapsing on their finances.
How we get back in control? What's the steps now that we know what's going on, or the leaders know? What are some of the steps that we need to take to really take the steps to be, take our rightful place?
It's each one teach one at this point, but we past trying to wake somebody up.
Right.
But what we can do is start making connections with family members you don't talk to on a regular basis.
Okay.
Right, because you might need to call them later.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Money. Well, appreciate your call. I'm gonna take another one, see if I can get some more information out to the people as best I can.
As always, I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you. Peace, God.
Peace, God. I want to know G's right here. I'm seeing if he gonna come up.
What it do, comrade?
Peace, God.
What's up, Rod? What's going on, man?
You got it. How's it going with you?
Man, it's going, man. Everything lovely. It's been a minute, man, since I hollered at you.
I know, man. I've been offline. Letting them make the ears connect. Letting the people make the ends connect, because you gotta let the energy settle so you can see what you're working with.
Right.
Yeah. I don't even remember the last time I did a live on Instagram, probably about 3-4 months ago.
Shit, I think it was longer than that, because shit, I ain't hollered at you since, I hadn't talked to you since before your damn born day.
Oh yeah, that was
It's
November.
been a minute.
Yeah.
Right. So you already answered one question I wanted to ask you about that July deadline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, does that mean that so if they're gonna run out of money, is that gonna be affecting people's JOBs?
Yep.
So the motherfuckers just gonna shut down then, right?
Everything gonna end up having to shut down.
Ain't that a bitch?
Unless the people willing to work for free.
Hell no, you know that shit ain't finna happen. So shit, it would be more due if the people who really are in this fucking journey to just fucking quit them motherfuckers anyway right now.
I said that 3 years ago.
I already know. So you putting confirmation on what we should have been doing a long time ago.
But you got to keep in mind, 3 years ago, I wasn't even in most of these people's peripheral vision, let alone their direct sight.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I had to put out such extreme volume of information that they have to come across it, right, over time. And I had to cross so many patterns on the way that the algorithms work for enough people to see what I'm talking about. Then I got to talk to people on different levels of understanding, on different topics, different subject matter, right? And this requires a long toil of information, outformation, transfer, right? And that's what takes the time for us to be prepared to go back to our culture and our people, because somebody had to be able to get the understanding clear enough as to how we got infiltrated and undermined, and why they want us to think that we from somewhere else, and why they replace us with people they brought over here as slaves, right? And so using the information that's in the public domain, I can use it as the reference source in order to make it clear to the people what I see. Everybody ain't supposed to agree with me, but everybody supposed to check out what I'm saying and find out, are you disagreeing just to be disagreeable, or do you disagree because we got a fundamental perspective difference? You see from one angle, I see from another. If we disagreeing on them lines, you can merge perspectives.
Right.
You can close in on the perspectives, because you can get to see more spectrums between the two as y'all negotiate why you see it from your perspective and I see it from mine. Right. And that's how this is all with the communication systems of our people is on different levels. Everybody ain't on the same level. So when I talk a certain way, sometimes I talk over people's head. That wasn't for them. It was for the people that was over their head. And then some people, sometimes it sounds like I would say what they dumb down. Not that I'm dumbing down. I'm talking to a people that's linguistic grasp for this English language is not as high as a lawyer or a doctor, right? So I could go talk legalese to people that study civics and law. I can't talk legalese to people that study Kentucky Fried Chicken and Popeyes
Shit.
and the hoochies that hang out there.
Ain't hearing that.
Right. So now I got to come to them and talk about fried chicken and Pop-Tarts. They understand that at that point. So today I might be talking to a people at one level, but tomorrow I might be talking to people on an entirely different level. And they might sound hard for a person to grasp if I'm talking to somebody on a higher level. But at the end of the day, I got to communicate with everybody from the projects to the penthouse and everywhere in between. You know? So that's why it's always different layers to the information.
Right. I feel that. So look, what kind of situation you think we're gonna be in? Because see, I have a family member that's not ready, but trying to fucking move out on their own, and I'm constantly telling them, hold up, wait a minute. You don't really know what the fuck is going on. You need to be sticking with family right now instead of thinking about your damn independence. You need to hold up for a minute, but they not listening, cuz.
Yeah, you can only tell them. You can't make them.
Yeah, that's what it is on that. So we ain't even got to talk more on that. But so what you feel like that's also gonna be winding up causing some civil chaos out here when that shit hits.
Look, you got to remember, it was two factions fighting for Earth. It was the Earthborn, and it was a group of nomads that's from somewhere else. I don't know where the fuck they from. They ain't from here. They don't fit in with our people, but they can hide amongst our people. This is where the whole ideology and understanding the shapeshifting come from. Right? A person that can assume to be somebody that they not, an actor. Right? A really good one, a Jim Carrey. Right? A Jamie Foxx. They can pretend to be somebody they not so good, you'll forget that you're looking at the actor portraying the person, and you'll believe you're looking at the person and come out of the actor. It's method acting. But don't get so absorbed in the character that you lose sight of who you are. Right? Go back to when Jim Carrey did Andy Kaufman's story. He had to go see a psych because he couldn't get out of character.
Right. Damn. And he said he had to be. He felt like he had to become famous in order to find himself, because he found out that all those characters were nothing but an illusion that he had created. That boy was deep, man. He sure was. So shit, okay. It's just going.
Then you got another kind of actor like Keanu Reeves.
Right.
Everyone in his characters is him. This is the same as the atmosphere of the earth, but it's the atmosphere of the person. You see, the fear make her. You see, so the fear make her turns the power now. Remember, we were talking about the Salem witch hunts now.
Yep. Go ahead.
The women in the Salem witch hunts, if you always look, it's an elder black lady that's around a group of little white girls that she's teaching how to harness this energy from the uterus to the heart chakra to the crown chakra.
Okay.
Right? And all of them girls going to be calling her a couple of different names. She's going to be either Nana, Big Mama, Ma, or she going to be a nanny or a Nina. Because all those different matriarchal positions, and they're teaching these other people how to use the energy that they never was allowed to access before.
That's fire.
This become known as the keys to magic, or the 7 hermetic principles. Right? So when we talk about harnessing the energy, right? Go back to what Bob was teaching in the Holy Tablets. You remember all the geometry he had in there?
Yep.
Right? He was showing from the dot to the line in the creation spectrum.
That's right.
He was drawing a map of a hologram.
Okay.
Because when you program in a hologram, the hologram starts from the dot. The dot got to be connected on a straight line to an alternating source on another straight line on a parallel trajectory.
Okay, go ahead.
Right? And when it feeds the information back across the 2 straight lines, it projects a 3D image, a hologram.
Okay.
So all this is our minds collectively coming in to produce the hologram of what we call reality. But we made the agreement before we came into human form, because when we came into human form that the misery could become addictive like crack cocaine.
Man.
And in the misery, we absorb more of the fear.
Wow.
Right? So now, remember what our shoes used to be made out of. They was made out of skins.
That's right.
Now what they made out of? Rubber, right?
Yep, rubber.
It's cut you off from the earth. Right? Some of the clans wore wooden bottom shoes because the wood still transmitted the grounding energy of the earth through the feet of the women to keep them from being mind controlled by a retarded ass man.
Go ahead.
Right? Because if she stay grounded, that fear that he living in is going to start to expand. Because he's trying to get strong enough to draw her out of that same fear. The man want to take the lead. Right? So as he level up, she make him level up again. What is this doing? This is making his mitochondrial increase output of energy. Now remember, the first principle of the universe is love.
Go ahead. That's
right. Okay, in first principle, if you're going to be a creator, you have to go back to the first principle. Right? So that's what Larry Hoover tell us. The first principle of the universe is love. And embrace that. Because when you understand that, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at a blueprint that's giving your subconscious mind the imagery you don't understand in your conscious mind, but your God self can translate it to transform you.
That's
If you allow it to sink in without judgment. Because as soon as you put judgment on it, the judgment causes you to restrict and fear.
Go ahead.
But when you recognize that all things is happening within you, happening in the world, they just, because all parts of the hologram is an equal part of the whole.
Go ahead. I'm with you. This fire.
Right? So when you go through the internal dialogue with the internal self and realign, you start to cause that expansion. Right? This is why they tell you, don't be laying up under them girls while you young. Fuck you up. Short your circuit out. Because you don't know how to release the energy to be in the moment yet. You still what they call wild and free.
Okay. Go ahead.
The mind is untamed. Your psycho mile, your monkey mind is going crazy and you following it, but